Congratulations! You've all been working so hard on subtraction. Today, we're going to do our subtraction review, where you can show all the subtraction strategies you've learned. We've worked on our facts. We've worked on regrouping. We've worked on when not to regroup. And we've worked on real-world problems and also some unreal world problems. Again, give yourself a pat on the back for all that you've accomplished. Remember, you've learned subtraction without regrouping and subtraction with regrouping. Now we're going to practice. We will be showing you some problems. You have to decide if it's subtraction without regrouping, and if it's subtraction without regrouping, you're going to sit in your chair. If it's subtraction with regrouping, you are going to stand. So for this task, you will be up and down. A little movement is always good. Now, before we show you the problem, I want you to get in the in-between stage where you're kind of leaning, you're not sitting in the chair, you're not standing, you're leaning over with your hands on your knees, ready. All right, let's go ahead. Okay, so let's look at this problem here. We have 743, and we're subtracting 192. You've got to decide. You're going to look in the ones place, the tens place, the hundreds place, and then decide, does it require regrouping? If it requires regrouping, you're going to stand. If it doesn't require regrouping, you're going to sit. All right, friends, when I get to 3, I want you to be sitting or standing. 1, 2, 3. Fantastic. All right, let's see. This problem requires regrouping, so my friend should be standing. Fantastic. Let's try another one. 797, and we're going to subtract 527. You're going to be looking in the ones place, the tens place, the hundreds place. If you think it requires no regrouping, you're going to sit. If you think it requires regrouping, you're going to stand. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Fabulous thinking, friends. Let's reveal the answer. The answer bounced in. You're right. This problem did not require any regrouping. We have 800, and we're going to subtract 456. Decide without regrouping, with regrouping. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Fantastic. Let's reveal the answer. It required regrouping. It's those double zeros. All right, last one. Whew, lots of zeros on this one. We start with 800, we're subtracting 300, and we're deciding what to do. If it doesn't require regrouping, if it's without regrouping, you're going to sit. If it's with regrouping, you're going to stand. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Great job, friends. Let's reveal the answer. I love that everybody is either sitting or standing. It means you're thinking, so give yourself a pat on the back. Ah, this one did not require regrouping. Wow, this is a snapshot of all the things that you've learned. Let's look a little closer. Let's take a closer look at subtraction without regrouping. This is a great time where you use your knowledge of basic facts to help you. Let's look at this problem. 6 ones minus 4 ones equals 2 ones. 7 tens minus 3 tens equals 4 tens. 800 minus 200 equals 600. Just knowing our basic facts can help us quickly and accurately solve subtraction without regrouping. And it's always a wonderful idea to check your answers. And after doing this chapter, check using addition, where you take the part you solved for and you add it to the part that you knew to get our total, which is 876. Now, let's review subtraction with regrouping. There are 3 different possibilities for subtraction with regrouping. Sometimes you're regrouping just from the tens to the ones. Sometimes you're regrouping from the hundreds to the tens. And then sometimes you're regrouping from the hundreds to the tens to the ones, just like across zeros. We've learned an awful lot about this over the last couple of days. And we've learned an awful lot about base 10. And with all problems with subtraction, you always check using addition. You've also had an opportunity to use subtraction with word problems. We've done some real world subtraction problems, and we've also done some not so real world subtraction problems to have fun with your teachers stuck in snow globes with math manipulatives. Here's an example of a word problem. A bakery sells 347 loaves of bread on Sunday. It sells 168 fewer loaves of bread on Monday. How many loaves of bread does the bakery sell on Monday? So you've learned a variety of strategies over the course of this chapter. So there's just many different ways that can help you solve this world problem or real world problem or word problem. One of the things that's always really helpful is to reread the word problem. First, you read it kind of to get the words out of the way. The second time you read it, you're really reading it for understanding. And I love the strategy reread and sketch. Sketch out. It's not a fancy drawing, but it's a quick drawing. You would want to maybe draw base 10 blocks or maybe jars of marbles, anything that you can help your understanding of the word problem. So that's one of my favorite strategies for word problems. The other one I like to do is you want to use your place value chart. All throughout this journey of subtraction, we've been using our knowledge of hundreds, tens, and ones and organizing our numbers and our digits in a place value chart. So it's always a good idea, and you can make your own. Another strategy is visualize. As you read, close your eyes and repicture what's happening in the word problem, almost like playing a movie in your head. Sometimes I like to change like the baker in this word problem. I like to put myself in it. Think of myself as the baker. And the other thing that's always important is think about what you know. Before you can solve for the unknown, before you can solve for the answer, think about the clues and what they're already telling you in this word problem. Today, you'll be practicing in your workbook the chapter review. But before that, your teachers will be giving you some examples of subtraction with and without regrouping and word problems in a virtual manipulative site. After you're done practicing subtraction with or without regrouping and some word problems, then you will go practice in your workbook. Thank you again for being so fabulous.